Hello there, and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to my island. Today, I thought we would talk about my future plans for this island. So, what I have kind of going so far, as you can see, is some very nice, thick flower collecting. And really, I've flattened most of my island except for some villager houses and inclines, and I think one bridge on a terraform like second level. But for the most part, I've cleaned everything up. I got rid of items I may not want, or if I want them, I can actually reorder them later. And I really have just been doing maintenance work essentially to prepare it for all my builds and whatnot. So what I thought we would talk about today, while I'm doing my chores in the background here, is like, what are my plans for the island? And I've had like a lot of ideas. I haven't really known exactly what direction I wanted to go to exactly. Like, I had some ideas, but I wasn't really like, I am so dead set on this idea. And at least that wasn't until I saw this post. I was on a old tweeter, and I kind of got inspiration from a user. She just posted like a set of 4 photos, and I felt really inspired by them, and decided to pretty much base my whole scheme off of it. So before I show that or say the user or anything, for school, for university, I learned how to make a whole bunch of different things, and that's why I'm very well versed in a lot of this technological things and such. But I was gonna make a whole big mood board for this, and I have pictures already picked out from Pinterest and stuff like that, and I really liked them, but I didn't feel like it was like exactly what I was going for until I saw these photos. So the photos I'm specifically talking about are a set of photos I believe that this user took themselves. So the user on Twitter is Sai, and her @ is at love underscore is underscore soup. And she just had this random like set of 4 photos, and the whole title said Shimokitazawa, so Shimokitazawa, which I believe is the town or city or whatever. But I thought, as soon as I saw these photos, they were so pretty. I don't know if they have a preset on them or what, but I loved the colors, the simplicity of like everything, and that you could see the cherry blossoms, and the buildings were modern looking, but they also had character to them, and they kind of were, I wouldn't say grunge at all, but like they had character, and I liked that it wasn't just stark like cleanliness look to them, if that kind of makes any sense. But these are the kind of like 4 photos, and I'll go over them really quick. That first one is like, I don't know if it's a if it's a shrine, because in the window it kind of looks like a shrine, but it's on the corner. There's like a no enter sign for the road and stuff like that, and I really like the colors and the hanging down like little, it almost looks like paper tassels and stuff, and the greens and the slight pop of colors here and there, like, and really like that. Next photo has those 3 chairs, or technically 4, a white, black, blush, and then kind of like mint, I wouldn't even say minty green, but it's just a nice looking green. And then after that, the picture of the cherry blossom and the white tile building, which I've not seen a building like that, like in that kind of way. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I like the bikes placed in front of it. And then lastly was the, I guess we'll call it a mural wall, because it has the murals on it, and I really liked how that looked. But essentially those are kind of like the 4 photos that really I've been wanting to go for, kind of like stuff like that. And Of course, I'll add things here and there that maybe don't fall into that category just because I want them. Like, I really want a temple and stuff like that, but I think I definitely will include those kind of colors. And I think for the most part, those colors, the blush green, black, white, and maybe like a taupe, are going to be my staple color scheme. I'd like to add maybe like a light blue, but I don't know. I'll play with the color scheme and maybe put it on the screen. But yeah, that's kind of the direction I want to go in. And for the most part, I think a modern kind of city with a little bit of a rustic take, like a modern Japanese city with some maybe rustic outliers, like some little spots that look a little more rustic than the rest of the city, is kind of like what I want to go for on this. I have some inspiration photos I've really pulled from either people on Twitter, my collection I've accumulated on Pinterest, or even on Instagram. But one of the ones I have in mind for kind of like what I want to go for right now, along with what I'm talking about like visually, is this build from Maya, and her @ on Twitter is Isle, like ISLE 7 crossing, so the number 7. And she had this picture here that I guess it was a build on Happy Home Paradise. That's what I can assume because it looks like that. And it's kind of got this rustic Japanese fish town with pink and like green accents, and I think that's also kind of like the direction I'm going. And ever since I saw that, I also thought that was the cutest thing and the best way to describe kind of like the idea I really like, because I've had quite a bit of trouble trying to put it into words, but that has been the easiest way to, like, looking at this image, I was like, yes, this is it. But yeah, I think any other inspirational kind of like images I've just seen in passing from Instagram, and like I really like them. I just I've just gotten inspiration from them. That's, well, I mean, all there is about it is I've gotten inspiration from them. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to like slowly gain an idea of what I personally want to do, just because I've seen all this stuff everywhere. It's like informational overload. But I think the creators I've seen in passing, I really like for what's it called? Like the temple I want to do. I've seen the Torii Gate being used, and now that is such a good item, and now that I have that item and have access to that item, I definitely want to use them more. And once I open up Recent Cyrus on my like Harv's Island, I think I'll be able to do that and have it look maybe the way I want to, because I think I like the mossy kind of overgrown look, so I'm gonna kind of head for that direction as well. So that's all for this video. I hope you kind of enjoyed seeing how flattened Copic looked compared to the last time you saw it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what kind of future lies for Copic. And I'm sure things will change along the way, but at least that's what we've got going for right now. But if you stuck with the video this long, give it a like, and comment down below maybe some things you think would be cool to see on the island. And that's pretty much all for me today. So, this is Apple, logging off.